Hello, my 3D printer peeps. I'm here with the Bambu Lab X1C and AMS 2 Pro. And today, I'm going to walk you through the process of making your very own relief sculpture. You'll be using MakerWorld's Maker Lab Relief Sculpture tool. Here in MakerWorld, click in to Maker Lab and look here for Relief Sculpture Maker. You may click New Project or Craft My Relief. Choose the relief you want to make, drag and drop your image, or use AI to generate one. I am going to drop everybody's favorite piece of artwork, my mascot, and press Continue. This tool has a fairly effective background removal tool. Even with an image as complex as my YouTube profile picture, I am able to easily and accurately remove the background. Before moving forward, you have a few options on this screen, starting with free rectangle or round. We went with free rectangle. We then have keep background or remove background. We just saw how that works. And we then have the image type, general, portrait, anime, or logo. I'm going to stick to general. We may crop this box to create the shape we want, and we may even use our mouse wheel to zoom in and out on the image. You may then hold your left mouse button and position the model. When switching to round, you lose your framing. Keep in mind, we are processing on their servers, and you may have to wait your turn for some resources. And there I am. I do look a bit creepy. I'm going to switch to a different image. I'm going to choose image type, portrait, and press continue. Super cool. Let's go ahead and press continue. We have 3 tabs: size, frame, and accessories. In the size tab, you may affect dimension, thickness, and depth variation. Sliding this tab does exactly what you expect. It changes the total dimensions of the project. Thickness does exactly that. It affects the thickness of your project. The key parameter here in the relief tool is this parameter right here, depth variation. This setting in simple terms is how 3D your image will be. Let's go ahead and increase this from 5 to 8. You will see the model is now much more three-dimensional. Also keep in mind, since this is a flat coin, it will be printed this way, which means overhangs won't be an issue at all for this image. Move along to frame. Framing is exactly what you expect, and it's defaulted to no frame. To add a frame, simply click with frame. Here, you'll have 6 options for frames. At the current time, those options have no name. You'll just have to click on them and see what they do. The accessory tab. On this tab, you can choose with hook. And now, you've got a hook. This hook could be used as a Christmas ornament or to add a ribbon and create some form of award medal. On the hook screen, you have several options for the type of hook you'd like to add. Simply click on it to see what it looks like and adjust its diameter and thickness using the slider. Once you're happy with what you've got, go ahead and press Export. On this screen, there's 3 things I want you to look at. First, they're offering you to use the tool commercially. That means you can sell your makes. However, they're asking you to credit the tool by clicking this copy button right here and pasting this text in the description. You then have a choice to download the STL or the 3MF. I suggest downloading both, but working with the 3MF. Let's import that 3MF into Bambu Studio. I am going to touch Lay on Face, and I will then choose this face right here. Because we chose the 3MF file, some settings have been imported into this project in order to help make this project print successfully. Support has been enabled. I am going to disable that. Should you have imported the STL, you would only get the model itself and no changes would be made within the project. I bring all this up because I'm going to switch filaments. When clicking on this, it's going to ask you, would you like to discard the changes that have been made in your project or take them with you to the new filament profile? I'm going to choose take them with me by choosing use modified value. I'll make a couple of changes to my speed. I want my extruder to have a nice time, and I want to make sure that first layer is nice and clean. Once you're happy with everything, pop into strengths and have a look at your infill. More infill will make it heavier and less will make it lighter. I'm going to go with 12% and I'm going to switch to gyroid because you all hate grid infill. Right now we're looking at a 0.2 layer height. However, if we went down to a 0.16 layer height, you'd see a lot more intricate detail in the levels of this three-dimensional section because of the smaller layer height. Feel free to tinker and run some test prints. When you're all set, press slice and send it off to your printer. Off it goes. And here's our result, a super cool 3D relief sculpture from our very own photo. But don't worry, when you weren't looking, I made a 3D rundown one too. There is so much fun stuff you can do with MakerWorld that would have been absolutely impossible just a few years ago. Should you go ahead and make your own, post it on social media and tag me at 3D Fundown. I'm Mr. Greg, and you're on 3D Fundown.